I'm going to give you my experience here in Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. It is basically the experience that I had with the demo, and it is pretty much something that I really enjoyed. So stick with me and you're going to discover if this is something that you would like to add into your library. So let's get on with the video. So let's begin with the basic setting of Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown without giving any spoilers, because I really think that I don't have any spoilers to give you. So first of all, we have this USS Voyager, in which we're going to be presented with a captain that is a female that will be sent into the Badlands. And then in that mission, you're going to be hit by a very, very strong plasma storm. And with that incident, you're going to be sent adrift to the unknown parts of space. And that is going to be the Delta Quadrant. So basically, you're going to be stranded in the Delta Quadrant trying to find what just happened, trying to repair your ship, trying to find out what is happening around you, and you will be going and scanning other planets for stuff like materials, fuel, and stuff like that. So that is pretty much the setting. Okay, in terms of general gameplay, here we have a very interesting title that offers 3 different types of gameplay. The first gameplay that it offers is the narrative gameplay, in which you're going to be presented with the story. You're going to see scenes of the crew talking, and then you're going to choose different responses from different situations. The next gameplay mode is going to be the beautiful Starfleet, or basically the Voyager, in which you're going to see the starship interact with the different parts of the ship. You're going to go to the area in which the energy is stored, and you will see the helm, you will see the room in which the crew is going to eat. You're going to build also accommodation, different types of accommodations and cargo rooms and stuff like that. It is going to be amazing, because this is where everything turns very, very interesting. How do I put it, is like you really feel that this thing is like a small dollhouse, and you will see the crew members and you will start seeing them moving in different areas of the ship that are going to be very, very beautifully represented in 3D graphics here. You're going to be pleased with the work of the developers here, because they have really made an excellent job, especially if you are someone that have experience with the TV series. Even if you are not a Trekkie, you are going to be able to see how detailed this world is, and this mode is one of the most important ones, because you're going to be in this mode the majority of your time in the game. The next mode is the exploration mode, in which you are going to explore the space with different planets, different stuff that you will be able to gather, resources and stuff like that. You will go and change from sector to sector. Even though it is not a free roam game in which you can go wherever you want, it is only the places that are already selected, the planets that are already placed for you to visit. It is going to give you an interesting feeling that you are in a vast universe. There's another mode which I will put it in the same vein as the mode in which you choose your own answer that I talked at the beginning, and this is the mode in the fact that you're going to be sent to missions, and in here you're going to have a very interesting branching narrative gameplay mode in which, depending on your actions, depending on what do you do, this is going to make you feel like you are in a paradox game, like a Crusader Kings, in which you're going to really feel that every decision that you do will have an impact, and it is also stated that every mission that you do will have an impact on the story at the end of the line. Comparing it to similar games, we are going to take here, for example, two interesting games that I will put into the table. Those are Fallout Shelter and Frostpunk. The fact that I am comparing this with Frostpunk is because it has a lot of stuff regarding the management of the morale of the crews and the management of the energy of the spaceship. In this regard, it is very similar to what Frostpunk could offer. If you don't know what Frostpunk is a city builder in which has aspects of management in which you will have to manage the heat of the huge structures that will heat the world around you because you live in a frozen world. So in that regard, the deuterium management stuff for the spaceship, it's very similar. And of course, in terms of Fallout Shelter, you have these different rooms, chambers of the whole ship that are similar to the shelter in Fallout Shelter, in which you have to go and take care of the members of the world that you are interacting with. So this is something that I will say is one of the most interesting stuff, and I really enjoyed this aspect of the game. In terms of visuals and graphics, I can say that visually it looks amazing. It is very, very loyal to the TV series, and it really gives you this feeling that perhaps before nowadays, I think that games were not able to grasp especially games that were based on TV shows or movies, they were not able to exactly or precisely grasp the feeling of the movies. But in here, it is completely different. The visuals are amazing. They have done a pretty good job. They look AAA. And basically, you are looking all of these small crew members. Again, I will address this, and they look amazing. How they move, what they do, the rooms look fantastic. You really feel that you are in the spaceship. Sounds are fantastic. You will hear different sounds that have to do with space. Pretty much in the space area, you don't have too much sounds, but they are pleasing. They are not something that will bother you, and because you have these cutscenes in which they are going to be very well done. You're going to hear the spaceship moving in space, and when you go to combat, you're going to hear laser shots and stuff like that. It is amazing. It is a very well done in this aspect, and it gives you a fantastic mood for what it is. The controls, I cannot say too much with this because it's pretty much point and click. You use your mouse. As I mentioned before, there's not too much to say about the control scheme because you don't need too much of skill in here, and it is more of a thinking ahead and planning and managing resources basically. So at the end, my final thoughts are the game looks amazing. It has a lot of elements that I find very, very fun, which, for example, the storytelling engine is a branching storytelling engine in which you can have possibilities to replay. It has a lot of replayability because you can say, okay, I just choose to send these guys into this mission. What happens if I send these to others? And this was something that I was thinking about when I was playing this. What are the capabilities of the engine is something that you are often going to ask yourself, and you are going to wonder what happens if I send a different team with a different character in some situations, and you can really customize who is going to be the guys that are going to interact with certain missions. Because of this, I can say that it gives a lot of replayability for those that are interested, of course, in replaying different decisions and saying this instead of this. So I think this is going to be the most important thing of Star Trek Voyager across the unknown, basically. Hopefully, this points, this thoughts were useful for you to try to figure out if you are going to give yourself into this game or give yourself the opportunity to purchase this, if it is worth to purchase. I can say if you like narrative, story-driven spaceship, and especially Star Trek, it is going to be a fantastic choice for you, especially because of the management aspect of this title.